Rick, right? I'm Negan.
Hello, my name is Fu Manchu, and I've made a lot of reviews over the years, and for each one of the figures that I reviewed, I made a really funny intro. Shut up! They're funny! Anyways, I made an intro for each one of those reviews. But some figures don't require an intro. No, because you see, they are so notorious, and their name is so infamous that it's everywhere, all around you, and you know he's out there just waiting for you. So, yeah, I'm not gonna make an intro for this one, so, I'm just gonna go get the figure ready.
So, back to it.
Today's review will be on the ThreeZero, The Walking Dead AMC. No, wait a minute, that's not the title. The Walking Dead. And this is for the Negan 1/6 scale figure, and check out his name there. If you move it into the light, you can see there's like a reflective pool of what I would assume to be blood. Maybe it's oil, I don't know, maybe his car's leaking, who knows? Now, being the Walking Dead fan that I am, this is a figure that I have been waiting for quite some time. And check out that picture of Jeffrey Dean Morgan on the front. That looks awesome. Now, I have loved him in everything I've ever seen him in. I've loved him in Supernatural. I've loved him in The Watchmen. Everything, man, and he makes a great Negan. When I first heard his name being whispered as to play Negan in, maybe a possibility, I was like, oh, I like him. He'll work. Now, I wish he was buffer, in the show. I think he's really skinny and stuff like that, and I think there were probably a few other choices you could go with that would have worked too. But you know what? I really like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and he's really made Negan a character that's not only slimy, but man, he is slithery like a snake, and I absolutely love him. Now, flipping the box around, check out this other photo of him. Now, I've never seen this photo of him before, so this is really, really cool indeed. Yeah, I love this. Now, you'll notice that they have photos of the actor on the boxes, and as Michael Crawford said in all of his reviews, that's really bold of them because, the figure has to be good because now you have a photo that you can compare the figure to. And if it doesn't look like him or if it's off just a little bit, people are going to notice right off the bat. But you know what? I've seen the prototype for this figure, in photos and stuff like that, and it looks really good. And if it's half that good, I'll be happy. This is awesome. But aside from these photos of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, there's really not a whole lot to see in this box, and it's really tall but really thin. And you know what? That's about it. That's all I can say about it. Now, the top of it there actually has a flap. And if you turn the box and open the flap over here, let's say there's magnets that hold it shut. And when you open it up, you find Negan's name again. And check out that photo on the inside. That is awesome. Now, as you can see, the inside front flap has the silhouette or the shadow of Negan outside the gates of Alexandria, and that is so awesome. It looks like he's knocking to be let in, and that is so cool. Now, I've avoided reviews of this figure because I wanted to be surprised, and seeing this picture right here is a surprise. I did not expect this, and that looks cool. Now, the backdrop thing right here, this flap is really stiff, so you can't open it any wider than this. You might damage the box if you do. So yeah, I can't get you a really good view of the figure inside of the box here, but check out what you can see. I am very happy with this, and man, oh man, I can't wait to see him released. Now, just looking at the figure through the window like this, I have to say, man, he looks really cool indeed. When I saw his face at first, I thought he was smiling, so who knows, maybe he was. But you know what, looking at him like this, too, he kind of looks like he's Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid. That's kind of cool, too. But yeah, this outfit, everything about it looks top-notch, and yeah, I cannot wait to see it open, so I say we open it! So, when you remove the tray from the package, you actually discover that there are two trays. You've got a larger tray with the figure inside on top, and then underneath that you get a thinner tray with all the accessories, including extra hands, his gun with a magazine, a little marker, an axe, two versions of Lucille, one with barbed wire sculpted on and one without barbed wire, and your do-it-yourself barbed wire kit. Now, I can't imagine that's going to be easy to wrap this bat with little barbed wire. I mean, seriously, little fake barbed wire. You can't tell me that's going to be easy to make that stay on there. So, yeah, I don't know why they did that, especially since you never saw an episode where Negan had Lucille without the barbed wire on it. So, I don't know why they threw that in. I don't know why they included the little marker. I mean, I know he used a marker in one of the episodes, but I can't remember why. I'm like, instead of giving us the bat and the barbed wire and the marker, I wish they'd have just given us a white t-shirt or something that you could put on underneath there. Now, back when they made this figure, Negan hadn't been on the show for very long, so they didn't know he'd be wearing a white t-shirt and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, so that's understandable that they didn't include one of those. But yeah, the bat, the do-it-yourself barbed wire, and the marker, I would have rather had the white t-shirt or maybe an extra head where he's smiling or something like that. But you know what? I'm not going to complain too much because at least we got a Negan figure made by the company ThreeZero, and it doesn't get much better than that. So let's open him up. What do you say? So, here's the Negan figure fresh out of the package, still with the plastic on his head and on his boots. Now, first impressions. Number one, when you open up this figure, it's very clear which company made it, because 3A and 3-0 figures all have a distinctive smell about them, and this figure is no different. As soon as you open it, poof, it hits you in the face. But you know what? That's alright. Number two, the figure itself, I just reviewed the Newt Scamander figure by Star Ace, and that figure seemed really stiff and heavy-duty. This one feels a little looser, and yeah, that's not the greatest, but it's not that bad either. But you know what? I say we remove this plastic and check them out. What do you say? So, here's the figure with all the plastic removed, and as I was removing the plastic, like I said, this figure is pretty loose, and that's kind of weird, but I did notice one thing. Since he's loose, guess what you can do? The infamous Negan pose, yep, where he's always bending backwards. But guess what? As I did that, look, he's actually got a white t-shirt on. Now, that is awesome. I thought for sure it would be black or something like that, but no, it's a white t-shirt, so, hey, I got one of the things I wanted. Very cool indeed. Now, looking at this figure, I have to say I am very, very, very happy with it. I think they nailed the character. The costume is amazing, and yeah, it looks like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Now, up here, I do have to say that his mustache is way more prevalent than his beard. I do kind of wish that his beard stood out a little bit more, but yeah, it's kind of what he looked like. I mean, hey, can't have everything. But you know what? That looks really cool, and just look at that likeness. I mean, that is really good. They did an amazing job. As you can see, he's got his little red scarf thing right there, or ascot, whatever you want to call that. He's got his leather jacket, looks amazing. Now, I bought Zombie Cat one of those leather jackets for real, so I've gotten to see it, you know, in person, and this looks just like it. Hers wasn't quite as worn as this one, because hers was brand new, but yeah, it looked just like this, and that is awesome. Now, those little silver buttons and stuff all over it, you need to be careful with those because they'll probably fall off if you scrape them off, and they're all over the place, and so be very, very careful with that. I don't think the zippers are functioning, but I haven't checked it. And then you got the belts galore. He's got 3 belts on, and that is really cool indeed. Yeah, the brown one has the ammo holster thing there, and then he's got the one that keeps his pants up. And then the other one that's part of his jacket, and that is cool. This hand over here has the wraps on it. You can't really tell right now, but his hand is wrapped up a little bit. And then over here he's wearing the black glove. And then his pants, they almost look like, I mean, look how baggy they are at the top. Now, I know his pants were baggy, but these almost look like pilot pants or something with those big flappy things on the sides of the thighs. That's what they remind me of. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're so tight to his legs down here. No, they're not really tight, but they're just shoved into his boots. But yeah, they look like those pilot pants. And then down here you've got his motorcycle boots, which look amazing. They're all worn on the tips of them, on the toes of them, and that looks so cool. Yeah, these clothes are really weathered and stuff. They're dirty looking. They look amazing, and I'm very, very, very happy with them. Now, looking at the figure from behind, and his hair looks awesome, and then down here, look, he's got some scratches on the back of his jacket. That is so cool indeed. Yeah, they did a great job of making this look like Jeffrey Dean Morgan's costume, because his costume in the show almost looks like it's too big for him, and it's baggy and stuff like that. Like, these pants are really saggy around his butt and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, this looks just like the way the props did in the movie, so they did a great job. Honestly, I can't believe that this figure is standing in front of me. I wish that, you know, companies would stop announcing these figures so early, because they take so long to come out. I know they take a long time to manufacture and stuff like that, but they announce them so early that by the time they come out, you're almost like shocked you have it in front of you. And this is one of those examples. But you know what? I say we waste no more time and look at this guy up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and starting with his leather jacket, you can see the zipper right there, very cool indeed, and you can see the material that the jacket's made out of. Now, I don't know if this is real leather or what, but it sure feels like real leather, and you can't really tell right here, but it is heavily weathered. I mean, it is very, very dirty looking. It looks awesome. There's those zippers. Yeah, I think those are just faux zippers, as you can see there. And then down here, you've got his belt, which looks very awesome indeed. You can see even the buckle is weathered up. That is cool, but let's go up here to his face. First, we've got the red Ascot Scarf thing right there, looking very cool, and very expertly folded, too. So, if you take that off, yeah, good luck getting it back like that, because that looks too good. There you can see his neck, and then up here you've got his beard. Now, his mouth there looks like it's painted a little pink, and looks pretty good to me. Now, you can see his mustache is very prevalent or whatever, and stands out a lot more. But in the first few episodes, that's exactly what he looked like. I think towards the later episodes, he started looking like his beard was, you know, fuller with his mustache. But that's okay. I think it looks really good indeed. Working our way up to his eyes, and that is awesome. Yeah, they really captured his eyes there. That looks good. Love the way they're painted. It's got that glossy paint. Up here on his brow, you can see all the speckling. Up here at his hair, looking very cool indeed. Yeah, this is awesome, and I absolutely love it. Now, turning the figure to the side, you can see his hair is slicked back. Now, there's a seam right there up his hair, as you can see, but most figures have that. You've got the ear right there and his sideburns, which goes into his graying beard right there. Very cool indeed. He's got a darker gray mustache. He's got his nose there, and he's got all those crow feet wrinkles and stuff around his eyes. That looks awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and this figure looks just like him. That is awesome. There's his scarf there. You can see his hair's a little shaggy in the back. And you got his jacket. You can see some of the weathering right there. That's awesome. There's one of those little silver buttons that could pop off if you're not too careful. And working our way down his sleeve, it's just a plain leather jacket, as you can see. And all the way down here to his left hand, which looks awesome. Now, earlier in the review, I said that this hand was wrapped. Well, it's not wrapped. See the way the back of the cuff is like between his fingers there, or his thumb and his hand? I thought those were the wraps or whatever, but nope, no, this hand is just plain. All of the left hands are plain. It's just, you know, a bare left hand. So yeah, I don't know why I thought it was wrapped. I thought he had a wrapped hand in the show, so maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe he just had a wrapped hand in the comic. I can't remember, but yep, just a plain hand. Turning the figure to the right, you can see his hair slicked back, and there's that seam again right up here at the top, if you look carefully, right there. And then down here you've got his ear, and that looks awesome. And yeah, I love the wrinkles around his mouth. That is so cool. The way his nose is shaped, everything, that looks awesome. You can see his beard grows down into his neck, and the way the skin is painted, that is awesome. And like I said, his hair's a little shaggy in the back there. That's cool. You got his scarf thing again, and working our way down his jacket, and you can see some more of the weathering, which is awesome looking. All the way down here, you've got his other hand, which has the black leather glove, which is very cool indeed. Yeah, that's awesome looking. Now, you don't get a bare hand, right hand with this. You just get left hands that are bare. So yeah, every one of his right hands has the glove on, and that's fine. Now, working our way back down his coat, down here to his belt, you've got the belt that's part of the jacket right there. Very awesome indeed. You've got his belt that's holding up his pants. And that's pretty cool. You can see it's weathered too. And then right here you've got the ammo belt, and that is cool. Very much a cowboy belt there. That is very, very neat. And it's actually being held on by this little strap here, which I assume is part, I can't tell. I thought it was probably a part of the jacket, but nope, it's just an extra little snap thing that's around that belt, so it's just kind of like free floating on it. So consider it like a police ammo belt little black part there. So that's kind of what that looks like, the little snaps that you would put your handcuffs on and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And then right here, you've got all the weathering there. And working our way down his pants, you can see how dirty the pants are. And that is awesome. This figure is heavily weathered. And that is cool, because I didn't expect him to be quite this weathered. And I absolutely love that. Got his boots here, which looks like they're all scuffed up on the end. And that is cool. Now, looking at the boots from the side, you can see right here he's got some buckles, and that is cool. Now, I love motorcycle boots. I'm always wearing them, and more buckles, the better. This is my ideal choice of footwear right here. This is a little small, but then again, I am kin size, so I could probably wear these. Now, looking at the figure from behind, you've got his hair sculpt here, which looks very awesome. It's not just a slicked back style. You can see it's got some little swooped back parts and stuff, and that's very cool indeed. Yeah, they did a great job on that. Got the back of his scarf there and the back of his jacket. Now, this leather jacket is amazing looking. You got some scuffing right there, which is very cool. It's just painted on. Very, very neat indeed. Working our way down here to the bottom, you can see his belt goes all the way around the back of the jacket, which some motorcycle jackets, it kind of stops at the side, but nope, this one goes all the way around. Right here, you can't see his belt that's holding up his pants, but you can see the ammo belt right there, and his jeans, which are very saggy-butted. Now, the pockets are like almost down to the middle part of his thighs, and that's pretty funny. And then down here, you've got his pants and his boots yet again, and I love how those straps are sculpted to stick off of the back there. That is so awesome. Oh, another neat detail is on the back of the sleeves. As you can see, they have little zippers, and I think those are functioning, and that is cool. But yeah, I love this likeness. I think it is amazing. I wish they'd have given us another likeness where he's smiling or something like that. Maybe a big, little bit more of a Negan look. But you know what? This looks amazing, and I can't imagine it being any better. As for his other accessories, he comes with a left bare fist, as you can see, with veins and everything. He comes with another left hand that looks like it could hold Lucille, which is very cool indeed. So yeah, you can have him hold the bat with the right hand or the left hand. And speaking of his right hand, you've got this hand right here, which looks like it's a Lucille holding hand. Then you've got this hand here, which looks like it's a gun holding hand, I'm assuming. No, this is just the open hand. This looks like he could be like gesturing or holding something in his palm. And then right here, this is the gun holding hand, and that is very cool indeed. And as you can see, like I said, all of the right hands are gloved hands. But that's cool because that's what he does. He wears one glove like Michael Jackson. Next up, he has this handgun right here, and this looks awesome. Check that out. It's got a little Lucille on the grip. Oh, that's so cute. Man, I didn't know that. So it's not just a gun that's a reuse from another figure or anything like that. That is so cool. At first, I thought it was like a Jesus fish or something. I'm like, that's not very Negan, but that's awesome. Little Negan bat. That's so cute. And then he also comes with the magazine right here. You can see the little bullets and stuff. That is awesome. Yeah, that's a detail I did not expect. Looking at the gun from the other side, you can see it sculpted on this side too, and that is awesome. Next up, he comes with this little marker. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember him using the marker. I mean, I remember him using it, but I don't remember why, or I have no clue. So, yeah, he came with that. So, I guess, cool. He got a marker in a 1/6 scale. Kind of cool, I guess. Next up, we have this hand-cutting hatchet. Well, hand-almost-cutting hatchet, I should say. Yeah, they were kind of teasing that, weren't they? But no, it's just a hatchet. Now, this, the hatchet tip is all plastic. There's no metal whatsoever. It's not wood. It's just a plastic handle and stuff like that. But it looks good. Now, speaking of wood, I don't know if this do-it-yourself Lucille bat is made out of wood or not. I mean, it kind of feels like it is. But don't quote me on that. Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know, but it looks good. It's a 1/6 scale bat. I mean, it's a Lucille bat, as you can see. It's got the little logo that's painted out of it or whatever, or scraped off or whatever. So that's very cool indeed. But not nearly as cool as this version right here, because no matter how good you are at wrapping that, fake barbed wire around the other bat, yeah, it's not going to look this tight to it, and this looks amazing. Yeah, I love this. And if you throw a little blood on there, which it looks like that's almost blood. I mean, it's just a little weathered looking or whatever. You could pretend that's blood. But yeah, that's very cool indeed. And then down here, you've got the end of the bat looking awesome. As for the do-it-yourself barbed wire, as you can see, it's just plain wire. There's like no barbs whatsoever. So yeah, it's just going to look like you wrapped a silver wire around your bat. So, okay. I expected there to be like little faux spikes or something, put on it. I didn't know if it was metal or if it was going to be like a plastic sticker kind of thing where you do it yourself. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a plain wire. I mean, it's a little weathered and stuff like that, but So yeah, my bat of choice will be this one because this one looks amazing. Especially when it's in Negan's leather hand, as you can see right there, and that looks awesome. Now, I only have one other Walking Dead ThreeZero figure thanks to Mr. Evilcheese. I have Rick Grimes, and here's where it falls apart. because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is about 6'2", and Andrew Lincoln is 5'10", so why on earth are they the same height? Now, everyone noticed that this Rick figure has some really long legs, and even if you look at their pants, Negan's pants stop a lot sooner than, Andrew Lincoln's or Rick Grimes' pants do. I mean, he's got some long old giraffe legs, doesn't he? But yeah, this figure's a little too tall, in my opinion, because, I mean, it almost looks like at certain angles that the Rick Grimes is actually taller, but so that kind of sucks. I mean, you can always swap out the body and, maybe make the pants work. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's like he looks fine from here until you look at how long his legs are, and then it just doesn't look right. But I don't know, maybe they were going with that Rick Grimes kind of scarecrow, silhouette kind of look. And maybe that's why they made him so tall, or maybe they just use the same body. I don't know, stock body. But hey, who cares? I have two, ThreeZero figures from Walking Dead, and that makes me very happy because these are two of my favorite characters from the show. So, there's my review of the ThreeZero Walking Dead Negan 1/6 scale figure. And man, oh man, I have to say, it was a long wait to get this figure, but I think it was well worth the wait. I mean, seriously, I don't know why they had to throw in the extra baseball bat and stuff where you could do it yourself and wrap it with barbed wire. I don't know why he included a marker and stuff like that. I don't really remember that being a key thing that I would think of when I think of Negan. But you know what? I think what they did right. I mean, look at that coat. Look at that likeness. Do I wish he had a smiling head too? Kinda, maybe more of a smirk, but he's smirking enough in this sculpt. I think he looks amazing. Then down here you've got the jacket and all the belts and the pants. This outfit is perfect. Whereas when you look at the Rick figure, he looks really good. Don't get me wrong, I love that figure. But honestly, when you look at this one, I mean, it is like 13 steps ahead of that Rick Grimes figure. I mean, this one looks amazing, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, if you've got this figure on order, because I know Mr. Evilcheese does, man, you're gonna love it. And if you don't, well, I'm evil and I lie a lot. So anyways, until next time, tune in for more food reviews!
Hell yes it is.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Food Reviews. And I'm out.